Welcome to JMO with Josh and Joe. It is Tuesday, May 24th, and Justin Thomas pulls off one of the better comebacks I think I've seen in a golf tournament, man. That was incredible. Seven down.
7 strokes down.
On Sunday.
Yes, and wins it in a playoff with my guy, Zalatoris.
Yeah, hey, listen. If Zalatoris figures out how to putt, that man's gonna win every single championship that they play. I mean, he every other part of his game is flawless except putting.
So you're saying his short game is not good. So he's got a long game.
Right, because he's so tall. That's why his short game's not. Yeah. Maybe if he just lost some height, he would be better at putting. I think that's how golf works.
Is he giving you Owen Wilson vibes?
A little, well, like skinny Owen Wilson. Like if Owen Wilson and a rat had sex, that's what they would get Will Zalatoris.
The offspring is Will Zalatoris.
Will Zalatoris, yeah. So like the rat from what was that? Oh, I can't remember that
Ratatouille?
Yeah, we'll go with Ratatouille.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
Stuart Little. There's a lot of them.
No, I like Ratatouille. I think if
Ratatouille.
Owen Wilson banged Ratatouille and that's what they would produce.
Gotcha.
Will Zalatoris.
Will Zalatoris.
Anyways, let's talk about the champion, Justin Thomas. His Sunday round was incredible. Like, he was just on point every facet of his game. I know you wanted to talk about Pereira.
Yeah, I did, because that was a historic meltdown.
Oh, that was okay, he's a rookie, so I get it. He's a new guy. He's young.
I was going to say that.
He's young. He did really well, like, all things considered. Like, I mean, he's going to be a great golfer. I hope so. This could be one of those things where, like,
it could go one or two ways.
Yeah. That could be like the ultimate choke job, and then that just defines your career.
I've got some stats. I actually pulled up some history a little bit, but I do want to first talk about his press conference. I don't know if this was the right choice of words he should have said, but
God, please.
Basically, I mean, I guess he just wasn't thinking. But whenever he was interviewed by all the sports channels and everything, he was like, I wasn't thinking about the water. Which, I mean, same, Pereira. I never think about the water, but I still always hit it.
Yeah, nobody thinks about the water.
Yeah, so, but that last hole, whenever you hit the water, he took a drop and then went over the green and then chipped over the green again and made a double bogey. That actually has been done before to miss a playoff, a double bogey in the PGA Championship to miss a possible playoff, and it was done by two people.
Rocco Medier. Was it Rocco Medier? No. Oh no. He made the playoff with Tiger Woods. Never mind.
So in 2006, it was the same year. Colin Montgomery.
Yep.
Who was an older Scottish golfer, pretty good golfer actually, and Phil Mickelson. Both double bogeyed in the PGA Championship in 2006. Phil Mickelson, we know how great he is. Colin Montgomery, he's maybe not to this younger generation, but he was second best in the world at one time.
Oh, yeah, back in the mid-2000s.
Yeah, he's got 7 PGA Tour championships. So the thing is like, hey, hang in there, That's some good names. Like, people have been able to bounce back from that.
The only issue with Colin Montgomery and Phil Mickelson is they weren't rookies.
That's very true.
He's a young kid, and this could either define him or he can use this to jumpstart his career. Like, he could literally, like you said, it can go one of two ways.
It could go one of two ways.
I'm gonna be, you know what? I'm gonna be positive here. I think he's gonna use that as like a, hey, I can only get better from here type thing. And absolutely. I think he's going to get better because he did play well.
Yeah.
Justin Thomas, dude, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Good for him.
We actually had a roommate that was betting Justin Thomas as well. So I kept tabs with him all during the championship. And he was kind of falling, and then next thing you know, it just out of nowhere pulls it out on Sunday. And it's always better to watch somebody who's bet on any sports event.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why they're, they actually are the same word. It's better when there's a better
yes.
on the sport.
Yes, correct. That's why they call it that.
Yes.
And watching somebody who has money on the game
yes.
is almost as good, if not better sometimes, than watching the actual game itself. Like I'm sorry, this game 4 tonight against Dallas and Golden State, I'm going to be more interested in watching the people who bet on it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And my bets personally. But, yeah, it really is. It's hilarious. They get angry at stupid little shots.
Uh-huh.
Now,
it's and that's the thing, too. Like, we don't really have a dog in this hunt, so it's almost like you bet more on these games than you do actually. Actually, it is better to bet more on these games than it is your actual fandom because you're betting with your heart, not with your mind. Whereas this one, you're just trying to get an interest in this game, so you bet with, more reasonable bets.
Right, you bet with your head.
Yes.
And not your dick. Because that would be terrible. But dude, that's why I made the rule, man. I can't bet.
How do you bet with your dick?
Bro, have you ever bet softball? Them ladies got donks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I can see
you
that.
just bet the hottest team, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking like cheerleaders or something like that. Who had the best cheerleading squad?
Well, then I would bet Dallas every time. But it's I don't want to bet Dallas. I don't ever want to bet Dallas. Nobody in the history of Dallas wants to bet Dallas except for Dallas fans and Jerry Jones. So yeah. But anyways, you made me lose my train of thought. Anyways, so yeah, he did come out with money. Our dear roommate came out with money. It was great. You want to know an interesting fact about that golf venue?
What's that?
Whitey Bulger back in the day had someone killed in that parking lot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's some mob shit right there.
Yeah, Whitey. You remember Whitey Bulger?
Not at all, but I'm
you didn't see
interested.
that? You didn't see that movie? Johnny Depp played Whitey Bulger. Oh, it was incredible, man. Great movie. He was a big time mobster back in the day. I forget exactly his storyline, but it was a phenomenal movie.
Was the name of the movie Whitey Bulger?
It was like something Whitey, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure. We'll call it that. Anyways, it's a good watch. You should definitely watch it. But yeah, I thought that was funny. And then in the Tulsa, Oklahoma parking lot. Yeah.
That is cool.
So I had somebody whacked. Thought that was kind of cool. Look, it'd probably give you an eerie feeling. But
right.
Yeah. You got anything else on the PGA?
I guess we should talk about Tiger dropping out.
Yeah,
just a little segment.
Actually, yeah, let's Tiger did what Tiger needed to do. Yep. He is so good at controlling like the narrative. Like because he played decent the first 2 days and then he just went off the rails the third day. Like he was plus 12 at the end of the day and then he was like, "Oh, my back is hurting," which I actually believe some part of his body was hurting. I can't remember what it was, but I just automatically assume it's either his back or his knees.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, we saw this also during the Masters. He faded away during the Masters after performing super well in the first round, and
he just can't hang anymore. Like he's just getting too old, and like
he's getting too old for his injuries.
Correct.
He can't recover as quickly.
Correct. Young Tiger would have been good to go, fine, but yeah. Oh, also I wanted to talk about Rory McIlroy. So his performance on Thursday was unreal. Just unbelievable.
Yep.
And what I thought of, like, if he can put, like, 4 days together, like, remotely like his Thursday, he's unstoppable. When every facet of Rory McIlroy's game is on point and they're firing on all cylinders, he is impossible to beat. He is literally the best golfer in the world when all parts of his game are firing.
That's why they were comparing him to Tiger Woods whenever he was up and coming. Early in his career, because, like you said, when everything is on, it's on.
It's on. It's great, and I think he is still the best golfer when everything is on.
He's got a likable face.
Yes, he does.
He's got a very likable face, personality, and everything. He's good.
Are you calling him
TVs.
hot? You think he's hot?
No, I didn't say that.
I mean, he's a good-looking dude. I hate the British.
A decent-looking guy,
the British accent. I don't understand why girls think that's attractive. I think it's the ugliest thing in the world. If a girl talks in a British accent, I'm just like, do you have something stuck in your mouth? I get it. They talk out the sides of their mouth, and I don't understand really how it works, but like,
yeah, no,
I'm not a big fan. I automatically go for their teeth. Like, oh, you got terrible teeth, don't you? And I'm a big teeth guy.
Big teeth guy.
Yeah.
No, I'll say I'm the complete opposite. Whenever a girl's got a British accent or an Australian accent,
She's got a Joe Wilson?
she's got a Joe Wilson in her.
God. I just never understood that, man. The Australian or the British, I can't get it. Like, but the Italian or like maybe a Hispanic.
Ooh, okay.
There you go. That's different. That's different. And, everybody loves French.
Yep.
Anyways, we keep getting off track.
Right.
Yeah, so Rory, great whenever he's on. Obviously not very good when he's off. Tiger, it'd be nice to see him win one more, but I don't think we will.
I mean, he's only 46.
Yeah, but he's 46.
I say you got to just take some time off again, make sure you're healthy, and then make one last run. I think this will be his last run where he can try to win another major.
What's the last major this year? It's not the PGA Championship because they moved it up this year, but I think it's the British Open, right?
I say wait till next year.
Next
at
year?
Least. Just give yourself some time. Like we said, his body is older. Like it's not going to recover as quickly. Give yourself some time.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we need to do that.
So.
All right, let's move on. Let's do OTDISH. I'll start on this because you got some good ones. Mine aren't that great. Just because right now, I guess like this is just like the dead time in sports. Like we'll get to like maybe some crazy like NBA upsets or whatever, but right now it's just the dead zone. We're gonna be in the dead zone of sports for like the next 3 months until like football starts kicking off and then like October baseball and stuff, but. What I got in 1878 on this date, there's the first American bicycle race was held in Boston.
Oh.
I was back in 1878.
Oh.
You know how they had the big fucking wheel and then the little wheel?
Okay. I was trying to picture what a bike would look like in 1878.
Why the fuck you need a wheel that big? Like that doesn't make any sense. But I'm not a scientist.
I don't know. I mean, people still are carrying that big wheel philosophy with their trucks and stuff.
True. Well, that's just guys who have small dicks.
I mean, there was probably guys that had small dicks back in the day.
Oh, those were the small dick guys of the 1800s.
Yes.
Dude, like the bigger the tire, the smaller the dick.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh, we figured it out. Good deal.
Because that's always been a thing. I mean, that's something that hasn't changed throughout history.
No. I guarantee you, back in the ancient Egyptians, the bigger the chariot, the bigger the tires of the chariot, the smaller the dick of the pharaoh.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
They knew this. This has been passed down. It's probably inscribed in some artistic form,
If you're a douchebag small dick having dude, you have big tires.
You got big tires.
Big tires. Like that, yeah, all the way through history. Guarantee it. Even like the carriages back in the 1700s, man. They had those big ass fucking...
The caveman who invented the wheel probably had a small dick.
The caveman who invented the wheel had a small dick, yeah.
Yep.
So there you go. All right, we figured it out, bro. We're historians, my guy.
Yeah.
We're historians. All right, let's see. On this date in 1951, this isn't a good one, but I'll tell you why I put it down. Willie Mays began playing for the New York Giants. That's a baseball team.
I was about to say, that's a bit... Giants.
The New York Giants. Willie Mays started playing for the New York Giants. That's a baseball team. Willie Mays played baseball.
Yeah, I know Willie Mays played baseball, and New York has the Yankees, so
But they also had the Giants. They have the Mets too. I don't know what that means. He might have played. He might have been a two-way player. I don't remember that part, but
they also have the football New York Giants as well.
New York Football Giants, but I don't know when the New York Football Giants started.
So what was it? Did like New York have like a giant ego like back in the day when they were naming their sports teams?
They are the Big Apple.
They are the Big Apple. Yeah. So Big Apple. They're big.
They have small dicks.
They have small dicks.
Everybody in New York has small dicks.
Yep.
I guess.
Okay.
Cool.
Figure that one out too.
Cool. All right, dude. We're on a fucking roll this.
We are unveiling history right now.
All right.
Right before your eyes.
All right. This one was fucking crazy. But in Lima, in 1964, in Lima, Peru. So they had this soccer game that a referee called a very unpopular call. Like it was a bad call. Apparently, It was a really, really bad call. They rioted, and then people panicked, resulting in over 300 people dying, more than 500 people being injured.
That's war.
Yes, dude. Over 300 people dying at a soccer game. Over 500 people injured. That makes the Malice in the Palace look like child's play.
Yeah,
That's insane. Dude.
Yeah, it literally makes them look like babies in a playpen.
That's like almost like Rome is burning shit. Like you riot at a soccer game because of a bad call by the referees. Imagine if that were the philosophy in today's NBA, bro. We wouldn't be able to get through a game without killing 1,200 people.
Oh, certainly.
That'd be insane.
And I mean that's the thing. I mean the press already makes a big deal out of anytime there's like some sort of like uproar on Twitter, a fighting of words.
Or there are people in the media, they decide to, make protesters, like they make big stories out of the protesters at Minnesota Timberwolves games.
Yep, that is true.
It's great.
And that is nothing on the scale of that.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's like that's crazy how like a security guard tackling a protester at a basketball game is crazy media, and then we got people dying by 300 at a soccer game.
Jeez.
People were just built different back then. All right.
Yep, that's true.
Those are my OT dishes.
Okay. Going on to mine, I'll start off in 1992. So this is around the time of the Indy 500.
I was 2 years old.
Yep, and I was 1. But Al Unser Jr. holds off Scott Goodyear to win by 0.043 seconds in a car race.
0.043 seconds. That makes sense. That's
close.
That's a tiny margin.
That is close. It's the closest margin in history, in Indy history.
Wow.
He was the first second generation racer to win the race.
How do you spell Scott Goodyear's last name?
Oh, it's spelled exactly like the tire.
Really? Do you think he started Goodyear Tire?
I did not feel like going into it that far.
Okay. Well, they started in Akron, Ohio. Just FYI.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll have to go into
Akron
that.
is the rubber capital of the U.S. Did you know that? Akron, Ohio,
see that.
the rubber capital of the U.S.
Yeah.
Interesting fact. Fuck you, LeBron.
Yeah, they're not known for LeBron.
No, they're not known for LeBron. But anyways.
All right, let's moving on. The 2015 Senior PGA Championship. I brought this one up because it had a little throwback or callback from earlier this episode. So get this. This is the French Lick Resort.
Ooh, I like that.
The French Lick Resort. Yeah, that sounds like classy romantic, or classy sensual. A little bit.
Oh, that just sounds like classy porn to me.
Yeah. I was trying to describe it in a little bit of a more less blunt way.
Oh, wee daddy, wee.
Licky licky.
Licky licky, boom boom. A licky licky, boom boom.
So, anyways, going back, call back to Colin Montgomery.
Yeah.
Colin Montgomery of Scotland wins by 4 strokes over Mexicans Esteban Toledo. Yep.
Interesting.
So, yep. Like I said, that was a little callback from the earlier when we were talking about him. So
I like it.
Decided to bring it back. 2018 had a very monumental moment. Donald Trump pardons boxer Jack Johnson.
Oh, I remember that.
For being wrongfully convicted of racial crimes whenever he transported a white woman across state lines. So
he was just being a social worker.
Yep.
He was just being a good person.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
So,
all right, good.
Yeah, we love seeing progression on this show.
Yep.
Yeah, so
that is progress.
Yep. So and then I guess lastly I've got 1976 Muhammad Ali TKO's Richard Dunn in 5 rounds for heavyweight boxing title in Munich.
Good for him.
That's a big time thing. I mean, a big event like that in Munich on the world stage and stuff like that.
We need another Muhammad Ali. We need to bring back boxing. Like we need a Muhammad Ali Frazier type rivalry in boxing.
We need more Muhammad Ali. We need less of the Paul brothers.
For sure. In boxing, correct.
I get why they're doing it.
Yes, and I think, and here's my take on that. I think they're doing a great job of whatever the fuck they're doing because they are fucking huge. Like what Logan Paul he fought Mayweather.
I almost spit my wine out.
He fought Mayweather he's one of the greatest boxers of all time, and Logan Paul was a Vine star.
Yeah, but was that rigged?
Yeah, it might have been, but hey, guess what? He got fucking paid for it, and he got his name splattered all over the Paul Mayweather fight.
But look, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah. Is it about the money or is it about the actual entertainment of it?
Right. Okay. No, I understand why you're saying that. I'm just saying they congrats to them for doing whatever they did.
Yeah, they're doing something right as far as making money.
But as far as the sport of boxing goes, like this is unfortunately kind of where it's trending towards. Which again, like I said, I think we need we need that Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier type rivalry to get it back.
Yep, I think so.
Good OTDISH. I like it. Good OTDISH. So let's move on to this has been my favorite thing to keep up with the past couple of weeks. Let's do the Jimbo Fisher, and this appeals to the college football in us.
Jimbo Fisher, Nick Saban.
Oh my gosh! Do you want to start?
This is the rivalry that college football did not realize it needed.
Oh my gosh, we had no idea we needed this as badly as we needed it, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just go ahead and say it. Nick Saban's a gigantic sore loser. Like, he can't stand losing, especially to someone who I didn't know he despised, Jimbo Fisher.
Well, I'm glad you have that take on it because I have a little bit on the other side of the take on it as well. Not that I'm saying I'm for any side because I am definitely happily a spectator in all of this.
Yes, like, it is nice.
And whatever I could do to instigate more of it,
yes,
I will do that.
Yes.
But at the same time, I have a little bit of a different perspective on the other side of things. So I guess since Nick Saban started, why don't you go first on why...
Okay, because he's got a point. Because look, listen. So
Jimbo's got a point.
No, I think Saban has a point.
Okay, so you're on Saban's side.
Yes, I'm kind of on Saban's side. Also, don't fucking apologize, Saban. You're Nick fucking Saban. You don't apologize. You don't fucking apologize. That was bullshit. I really, really fucking
when
hated
he reached
it.
out to Deion Sanders and Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, no.
Although Jimbo Fisher, I don't think answered the call. He said he was.
No,
he said we're
absolutely
done.
not. Yeah, no. Jimbo Fisher's done, which is good. Again. So Jimbo is saying it wasn't the NIL that he got that great recruiting class, right? That's essentially what he was saying. Like Nick Saban got beat by Jimbo in the recruiting, and Nick Saban blamed it on the NIL.
Yeah,
essentially, right?
Quote unquote. Nick Saban said A&M bought every player in this class.
Right. Okay. That's what it. And now here's to kind of back up Nick Saban's point. Jimbo at A&M, 2018, 0 5 stars. 2019, 2 5 stars. 2020, 2 5 stars. 2021, 1 5 star. Fast forward, NIL introduced. 2022, 7 5 stars in the highest rated class of all time. Now, listen.
And that depends on which recruiting site you go to. 24/7 had 8.
Right. But here's the thing. He got 7 5 stars. This is after losing to LSU, Ole Miss. He went 4-4 in the SEC last year.
4-4 in the SEC.
Yeah. Like, no, you definitely paid your players. Like listen, they on the side of their helmet is ATM. Like, bruh. Like, I mean, with the writing was on the wall the whole time. We just didn't fucking see it.
I'm dead. ATM.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they got the big T in the middle, but it's ATM.
I know exactly.
Like, that's all he was doing, was pulling out of the ATM in order to fucking pay these players. And Nick Saban got mad at it. He's just being a fucking sore loser. But I'm kind of old school in that where I'm agreeing with Nick Saban.
I'm just picturing Jimbo Fisher, like, just in his office, just like late hours of the night, just banging, throwing things around, just trying to figure out how he's going to beat Nick Saban. And then looking at the emblem on the wall and seeing ATL.
It's like the angels in the background just
he's like, I know what I have to do.
Like the letters glowing gold.
Yes, yeah. It points it out exactly how it's like pictured on the side of an ATM.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow, that was good.
I'll say I saw it on a meme, but it's applicable. It's funny. It's funny.
It's definitely good. But no, it's dude, it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be so much fun. What was it? There's been so much firing back. What was it? Fisher, I couldn't tell you how many times Fisher used despicable in the press conference.
Yeah.
He used that word like it was like his second language.
Like I use the F word.
Yep, and call him a narcissist, and
I mean that's probably fair.
It's probably. I mean, when you get to that level, I mean, and then he was like, what was it? The other thing is, some people think that they're God, and he was like, look, take a look into what God or how God got there, and then you'll see. trying to get them to investigate Nick Saban, which we know Bama pays their players. I mean, that's
okay. There's a point I wanted to make this point. Everybody's doing it, and this is where I side with Jimbo Fisher and not Nick. And I don't like how Nick Saban did this. Like everybody's doing it. Don't fucking call out another school. Don't call out another school, because then guess what? That puts heat on you, and then that puts heat on everyone else. Luckily, they got these NIL deals now that like you can put that on. But like, Saban, I know for a fact you've been paying players like that. There's like. It's obviously, you've been buying their mom's Hummers and brand new houses and shit. Obviously, you worked around it, but yes, there has been cash from you going into players' pockets. Like boosters have definitely thrown money at recruits.
Yep.
Don't fucking call out other people.
Have you been keeping track on the aftermath after this feud? There's been a couple storylines.
I mean, I've been keeping up with that. I don't know which ones you're talking about, though.
So the first one is the QB recruit, right?
Oh, yeah. We got
gosh,
Eli, I love it.
Eli Holstein,
yes.
Who's actually out of Zachary, Louisiana. But the funny thing is that, okay, so first of all, just for context, he was committed to Texas A&M. And then he actually decommitted, and then right after all this feud happened, just committed to Alabama.
Right.
So just slap in the face. Completely has to be out of spite.
Well,
he completely out of spite.
He decommitted in March. Right?
I know, but right. The fact that
I just wanted, like, we're giving context. I just kind of wanted to point that out.
Very true. Good point. But the fact is, though, he made that call right now. Like, after the feud. So right. It's got to be just fresh on his mind that he was really wanting to do something in spite of Jimbo Fisher.
You think so?
The other thing is, remember, we talked about this a while back, but Nick Saban said he was not going to take another quarterback unless it was Arch Manning until he actually committed.
Yes.
And he took this quarterback.
That is the most petty thing Nick Saban has ever done. Oh, he did it in spite.
He just did it in spite of Fisher.
Oh, it's all spite. That's all it is spite.
If you put that into perspective, it was complete spite.
God, that's beautiful. Oh,
I bet you Eli never plays it down at Alabama. I'm sorry. I mean, I feel bad for the kid, but
no, he probably
will never play it down at Alabama.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
That was not his role coming into Alabama.
Man, that's beautiful. I hope this continues. You know what? Hopefully that they change. Alabama changes when they play LSU. So that it's not after that fucking bye week on the beginning of November like it is every goddamn year because Nick Saban needs to fucking stick it to LSU. God damn it, Nick. Chill.
I think it's going to keep...
You got it.
It's going to put LSU on a lower profile.
Thank God. I hope he puts all of his focus on Texas A&M. What if Texas A&M beats Alabama next year?
Well, they beat them this year.
No, I know. What if they beat them next year?
Oh
my God.
I think
Saban would quit.
Saban
might quit.
He might retire.
He might retire. So let's go Aggies, baby. Let's go fucking Aggies. Yeah. I want him to quit.
Oh, God.
What if he gets beat by A&M and LSU in the same year? I don't think he'd know what to do with himself.
He wouldn't.
No.
He wouldn't.
He'd be done. He'd have to just tell his wife, hey, I'm hanging him up. I'm done.
He would probably have to go to Kirby and go to his coaching rehab, like he usually does with other coaches that have go down in their coaching careers.
Yeah, he'd have to do something, man. He'd probably just go buy a cabin out in Russia and just fish, become boys with Putin or something.
Another aftermath story, though. Did you see Justin Thomas? So Justin Thomas is a Alabama graduate.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you saw his comments?
Yeah.
So he took a shot at obviously Fisher, but he said he follows Saban's 24-hour celebration rule. And he said, yeah, I've got a 24-hour rule. I'm not sure what Jimbo Fisher's rule is, but I guess he's got to win something before he figures out his rules.
Oh, man.
So, like, the longer this continues, the better.
Completely taking away the national championship he won with Nick Saban in 2003 at LSU.
Yeah, apparently they were still not, like, the best of buds there.
I didn't know that. Apparently they were beefing at LSU way back in 2003.
Yep.
Everything seemed good. I guess when you're winning, everything seems good, right?
Yep. And also when you become, coaches and head coaches in the same division, everything. The light gets shed on everything.
Yeah, it brings things back.
Nothing's off the table.
Oh man, I hope this shit continues, dude. This is like we need. I've been itching to talk about college football, but hasn't. I mean, at this point right now, it's like the spring games are going on, and like there's really not too much to talk about.
Kids are finishing finals.
Yeah, it's so like it was nice that we had a story.
Yep.
It was nice we had something that I can get thoroughly invested in because, again, like we said, it takes the heat off of LSU, and then it establishes this new rivalry that I hope gets Saban retired. It would be great.
Yep.
You got anything else on this?
I think I'm done now.
All right, let's go to the NBA. Let's get through this. I didn't want to. I didn't mean for it to sound like I'm trying to like just push through this, but the conference finals have been kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Like, in all honesty, the NBA playoffs have been like just all blowouts. Like so for example,
not necessarily.
No. Listen, 39 of the games in this playoff have been decided by double digits, and literally like over 10 of them have been decided by 20 plus points. Like it's too much. I want closer games. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, but that's not always a true indicator on how the game goes.
How the playoffs have gone? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, no,
I think that's definitely a true indicator. It's just like it's either one team blows another team out or the vice versa.
Well, what if it's tied all the way through and then just some teams just aren't making their shots in the last minute and the other team starts making a bunch.
Well, no,
of free throws.
that's what I'm saying. I've checked it out. A lot of that happens in the first quarter. The winner of the first quarter, majority of the times, especially like if they've had like a double digit lead in the first quarter, a lot of games have done that. Where we saw it last night with the Miami Boston, it was 18-1. It was 18 to fucking 1. How is that score possible?
Heat couldn't actually like form an NIL deal to buy a point at that point.
You reached for it, but I like it.
I did reach for it a little bit. I reached for it.
It's all good. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort.
I felt the relevancy was there.
Yes. It mostly just because we just got done with the college football talk. But yeah, I see what you're saying there. I don't know. I just, in my opinion, they've been. I hope they get better. Like this, I really do think the Mavericks are going to get swept tonight. But. I called Golden State in 5. I called Boston in 7. I'm hoping
Golden State had to come back from a 19-point deficit.
In what, Game 2?
In Game 2.
Yes, Game 2 was the only good one so far in this series. The rest have been just trash.
I've been more involved in the kind of the off the court or the kind of the shit talking that's been going on in the playoffs. And
stuff.
Yeah, the other miscellaneous things that have been happening.
Yeah,
I kind of been enjoying that part of it. But you are right. I mean, the games could be closer.
Maybe I should get a little more invested in the off the court stuff because I was thinking about it. I was driving around today. I was running some errands and I was thinking about it. There is such thing as too much of a good thing.
Yep.
So they have catered the play calling around like to help facilitate more scoring in the NBA.
Yep.
And Steph Curry had a lot to do with that as well. But I think now it's just gotten to the point where there's too much scoring. Like I think they need to kind of like facilitate it around defense now. Like maybe help out the defense a little bit with some calls.
So you're a big fan of the Heat Celtics series, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, big time.
Yeah. And honestly,
but also like I do want to bring back like really close games. Like I miss like games that come down to the wire. Like maybe not games that you play the fouling game on. Which I mean I guess at some point like if you're down by 6 with like 45 seconds left, you got to play the foul game.
You have to.
But like I miss those last second shots, like the Kawhi Leonard shot. You know what I'm saying? The one in Game 6 where it's just like all that suspense and build up, and then he makes it, and then the fucking crowd goes wild. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. We haven't seen much of that.
No, we haven't seen much of that at all in
this round.
Yeah.
So no, I agree. But
what do you think? All right, so let's start with the Western Conference Finals. What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, I really honestly shouldn't even say anything because, let's put it this way. I said my gut feeling was that the the Mavs were going to win this in 6.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently I might have to go get my stomach checked. I might have an ulcer or something.
You got to
like
get
that.
No, you just might need to get your stomach pumped.
It might be
pumped
might
all
need
the
to be
bullshit.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. No, most of your predictions have been really, really spot on, actually.
So it's been all right. But yeah, that one didn't age well.
It did not age well.
Yeah.
No.
So, but I did say this. I didn't actually come from a standpoint of like actual facts and logic. I just did this one way off my head, you know.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, like I said, I think I was feeling something else. Like
So what you're saying is go with the facts and logic.
Yeah, go with the facts and logic. Go with the science. Don't go with your gut or
science.
My gut. My gut is
science
not
is there
healthy.
for a reason. Oh, mine either. That's why That's why I tell everybody fade my picks.
Yep.
That's all it is. Just fade my picks.
But yeah, no. But I've liked this one as far as this one is a lot chippier than the other series.
Which one?
Than the Celtics and Heat.
It's chippier?
Chippier. I mean, not saying that the intensity isn't there in the other one. I'm just saying as far as the smack talking.
Oh, gotcha.
I think Boston and Heat actually respect the other team a little bit more so than this series. This series, there's been so much shit talking.
All right, I'm gonna toot my own horn here. Toot toot. But I called it. Steve Kerr is doing a much better job coaching than Monty Williams did.
Oh, absolutely.
He is completely out coaching Jason Kidd. Like
you want a fun fact on
yes,
Kerr? Since
yes.
we're riding the Kerr train right
Yeah.
now. So Kerr has a stat. The Warriors have had 12 comeback victories of 15 points or more under Kerr during the playoffs.
That's because they own the third quarter.
Yeah, and also a 15-point deficit is usually about like 8 shots for a normal team, and it's like 5 shots for the Golden State.
Correct. Yeah. So it doesn't. And like when you actually, that's a great point because when you boil it down to that, it doesn't. It's not that much. 5 shots. It's a 15-point deficit, but when you boil it down to only 5 shots, it's not that bad.
That's the numbers and science for you.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with numbers and science. We're science and numbers podcast now. But yeah, like most of these games, it just seemed like the Warriors have had control of them. I called the gentleman's sweep in 5, but I really do think Golden State's gonna beat them tonight.
Yep, you did call that. No, that was.
Are you gonna stick with?
Are
you gonna stick with your Mavs in 6?
You can't.
No, you got to go down with the ship, bro.
Well, I mean, it's not possible. It's not actually mathematically possible.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's got to be 7 now, huh?
Well, no, I said 7, remember? I did say 7.
Yeah,
because
I think you did say 7.
I was like, I don't know this feeling, but if the Mavs are going to win, they have to win in 7.
Yeah,
you're
absolutely right.
I actually still have my bet or my prediction on the table.
Yeah, okay. So ride with it.
It would have to make history.
Even if you said Game 6, you should still ride the ship down. You might be on the bottom with the Titanic, but you're going to ride the ship down, baby.
That's not possible.
Yeah, just ride it. I'm telling you. You go down with the ship, bro. All right, let's move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston, Miami. This is a little bit better. It's 2-2 now. Again, like I said, most of these games have been just kind of like blowouts. Like they haven't been great. Like, and I love the NBA and I love the NBA playoffs. So like, I don't want this to be like ammunition for people who hate the NBA. But like, they got to do something, right? They got to figure something out.
I mean, it's also circumstance. I
mean,
it's the chances
besides Game 3, all of them have been blowouts.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. Like, you either can like dictate that by, or draw that back to like the refs dictating that actually happening, or just like circumstance.
Then you're opening up a whole nother can of worms.
Exactly.
That like you gotta go. Like, I just think like I can't watch it. I can't physically sit there and watch a game and think that the refs have anything to do with it. Otherwise, I will never enjoy the game. If I think the refs are rigging the game, if I think the NBA is rigging the game, if I think the game's rigged at all, I can't enjoy it. So I choose to go into the games with the mentality that everything is fair. Call me naive, call me ignorant, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. I just enjoy the game more when I think that it is fair. So
no, that's true.
Because once you start saying the game's rigged, then how is it rigged? Who's rigging it? Which one's paying the money? Like, you got it. It's tough.
I'm not saying that the game is rigged. I'm just saying like I mean, the thing is like, just out of law chances and everything, like, it could happen that we have really close games one playoff series, or there's chances that we just have duds.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're trying to pinpoint it, but I mean, we could try to pinpoint it to whatever it is, but at the end of the day, too, like, we play this game, there's a chances of both sides happening.
I know, but it just sucks because like we had 2 Game 7s last round, and they both were fucking duds. They were blowouts. It sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love very, very close NBA games, and I want to see more of them. That's just basically where I'm coming from here.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You got anything else on the NBA?
Yeah, actually, I mean,
let's go.
There's still a lot of good bit of stuff. Like I said, I've been following more of the off the court type of action.
Let's
been going on.
Let's go off the court.
So
NBA.
after the first game, which honestly has been incredible.
Let me just say something for the listeners. Joe and I go over our notes very, very briefly. Like we don't get into details on each other's notes because we like the genuine reactions to each other's points. So like he'll say something, a point, and it'll be something I've never heard. So like a lot of this stuff that he's about to say, I have no idea what he's about to talk about. So like and I just want you to know like that that's kind of the way we play off each other in general, just with everything. So like he doesn't know what I'm saying and I don't know what he's saying, so our reactions are genuine.
Was there a comment off of social media that prompted that?
No, that's just that was all in my brain tube.
The brain tube.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's just one tube. It doesn't work like a normal brain.
It doesn't have a lot of compartments.
No, it's just most brains have like trillions of brain cells and shit like that. No, mine's just one tube that just kind of sucks information and then spits it out of my mouth. That's basically how my brain works.
some guy with a little cart. He's like, all right, we'll bring this to the mouth.
Dump in and then boom. That's what comes out of my mouth.
That's what comes out.
Yeah,
I love it. Keep
all right,
it simple.
So come on, let's go. Let's hear it.
All right. Well, so after the first game, Heat takes the first game.
The Heat Celtics.
Yeah. And I love the comments that I love Jimmy Butler whenever he's in a press conference. End of the game press conference, awesome. Yeah. He is fantastic for that. There's only few people that really can rock it, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he basically, he gives a lot of credit to his team and whatnot, but that was the night he scored over 40 points.
Game 1.
Yep, in game 1. And the funny thing was, it was like one of the guys that were asking a question, they were like, oh, hey, do you think you need to bring, or with the physicality of this game, think you need to make sure you like score or whatnot? And so he just decides to go off. He's like, I'll go 0 for 0 if that means I keep banging people. So
what?
This is the second time we've had where somebody likes banging people on the court. So Charles Barkley was the first one that was like, he likes when somebody's banging you from behind and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And now Jimmy Butler. So there's a lot of banging going on.
So
on the court.
The NBA players just like to bang each other.
They like banging each other on the court.
Well, I mean Dwight Howard likes banging trannies. I think that just might just be a thing in the NBA.
For Dwight Howard and James Harden, that's their off the court banging. Dude, that's going on.
Who knows who James Harden's banging?
Yeah, so
I don't think James Harden knows who James Harden's banging. He might.
Well, because of the mask.
It's the mask. It's the mask. Joel Embiid, he could be banging Joel Embiid for all he knows because of the mask.
I mean, he would know that.
Yeah, he probably would.
But yeah, so what was it? And he's just like, I like the physicality. I want to run into people and see who falls first, who's going to quit first. I think that's the style of basketball I like to play.
So he's into dominatrix.
Yes.
That's what he likes. Okay. All right, good to know. Good to know.
So, and then what was some other things that came out of around here? Jason Tatum. Son Deuce is probably stealing the show right now.
Yeah,
he's been stealing the show.
He's very, very involved. I mean, he's a cute kid.
Cute kid. Let me see. What was some other one? Oh, Marcus Smart went with the Aaron Gordon. Did you see the hairdo that he did?
It wasn't green?
Well, it was still green, but he did the Aaron Gordon, Julius Randle hairdo.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't see that. He's got
the green tips at the end. I don't think it really turned out for him. He got hurt, so.
Bro, like, Well, Aaron Gordon definitely can't pull that off. He looks fucking ugly as shit.
But we said the darker complexion can pull it off.
Yes, the dark. Yes, so he probably looks better in it. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
but I also didn't watch that game. I saw it was like 18-1, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bed because I was hungover as shit.
Yep. But then Jason Tatum went down, and there was a lot of freak out videos that came out of that one. A lot of Boston fans did not want to see that happen.
Yeah, but here's the thing: in defense, like Marcus Smart goes down on average 2 or 3 times a game. Like it's just normal Marcus Smart play.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
True. That's true. So the hairdo didn't have anything.
Marcus Smart goes down all the time. He's just a physical player. That's how he rolls. Is he exaggerating the injuries? Probably not. He probably gets really hurt, but I think he just like kind of. I don't know. His muscles just rejuvenate or something. He's like a fucking mutant or something like that.
Another player that's actually a mutant, freaking Al Horford.
Yes. What he actually looks like he could be like a lizard or a snake.
He does.
Like a hybrid between a standing lizard and a snake.
Maybe he took that like a Spider-Man potion, the green lizard potion.
Oh, yeah, where
so
he just, like, regenerates all of his limbs.
Yeah, because now he's, like, absolutely dominating.
Yeah, dude, he's
like,
insane.
And he might not light it up on the, as far as the points on the box score goes.
The stat sheet?
Well, I mean, the other stat sheets, he's still lighting it up. I mean,
for rebounds and assists and stuff.
And assists and everything, yeah. And the guy looks like he's got an extra step. He probably should be tested for PEDs.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't want him to
he's
be
looking
tested.
like he's, like, 07, 08, Florida Gators, Al Horford.
Yeah, dude. Isn't that crazy? He was in the 06, 07 team and the 08, 07, 08 team at Florida, the Billy Donovan years. Yeah, that's incredible. He's still fucking playing at this level.
Yeah.
It's probably PEDs, but I don't know.
We'll sweep that under the rug.
We'll sweep it under the rug. Yes. We'll sweep it under the rug. Nobody's going to talk about it.
Yeah. I even had some of the stats. It was like 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 for 4 field goals, 2 for 2 and 3-pointers.
That's solid.
1 game.
That is a solid stat line all across the board.
Exactly, especially for like a role player that you need. Yeah, 20 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks in another game.
Solid.
5 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 blocks.
Solid.
The man was never known as a blocker.
No.
And dude, he's been tearing
figured it
up.
out. And isn't that like that's like the stat as you get older that goes down. Like
it does.
Like early in your career, you can be a block master. Like unless you're an Anthony Davis, but like when you get older, you lose a little step, and that stat goes down.
You've got the bunnies when you're early in your career. I guess as Luka said,
the bunnies
nice. In
nice.
regards to Andrew Wiggins. So yeah, he was at the end of the game press conference. It was asked about the posterizing block.
Yeah, that
Andrew Wiggins did. And
it's hard to come back from that.
Yeah, so he was like, let me see where I've got it. He said, "I wish I had those bunnies." Which I think is a little bit of a, like,
it's a sexual innuendo, isn't it?
No, I was not going to go that direction.
He bangs like rabbits. He's in the NBA. They bang like rabbits.
No, I was going to just say it was like a low, like a slight indirect low blow to Andrew Wiggins. Like, like where you give a compliment, but you don't give a compliment.
It's a backhanded compliment.
Backhanded compliment. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
It was a backhanded compliment. Like, he's like a little bunny. He's like, he's just like a little sissy guy.
Like Fluffertail?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cute little white bunny.
Yeah, so.
But in reality, he was trying to talk about his hops.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was being questioned about his hops because he just got posterized.
I mean, he's a fat white kid, so yeah, he doesn't have any hops. Sorry, I'm just calling a spade there. He plays like he's a fat white kid too. But for some reason he still drops fucking 30-something points a game. Like
he's dropped 40 in the last 2 games.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm talking about on average. Like he's done 30-something this entire playoffs. It's ridiculous how he is remotely good at basketball. It doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
A lot of his moves, it's like, oh man, that was a great move, and I'm like, man, that took like 5 seconds to develop.
Yeah. Like.
I mean, he's smooth. Don't get me wrong. He's got good movement, good decisive movement. But at the same time, I'm like, most of these players that I see that do these moves are a lot faster than what he's doing.
Yeah, like you picture Allen Iverson doing that, and it's like, man, I blinked and I missed the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. What else you got off the court?
Off the court, there was quite a few more that from the Warriors game, especially with it being chippy. Did you see that the Mavs bench, got fined $100,000?
Yeah, what was that? Can you explain that?
So basically, it is, and quote unquote, continuing to violate league rules regarding team bench decorum.
So what? They were celebrating too much. They were crossing the.
I think they were more of just a little bit shit talking.
So they need more hold me back guys.
They need more hold me back guys.
Dallas needs to hire more hold me back guys.
I mean, the NFL does it.
Yeah, no, they
the
do.
NFL does it for the head coach.
They literally have a personal hold me back guy for one coach.
For one coach.
And then they literally hire coaches for the entire team to hold me back.
Yes.
Hold me back, bro, type guy. Yeah, no, you need that. And honestly, the best guys to hire for that are the personal trainers. Those are the ultimate hold me back bros.
Well, they have the hype, they have the energy, they can handle it.
And they're strong.
And they're strong.
Yeah. So
I mean, when you were trying to hold these 340 pound linemen, you know.
Right. So we figured it out. They just need more hold me back guys.
Hold me back guys.
Okay. Yeah. It's that easy, bro. Mark Cuban, get on it. Let's go. Come on.
But yeah, so that was the third fine this postseason that Dallas bench has gotten.
I saw that actually.
So they have accumulated $175,000. It's doubled every single time. So $25, $50, and $100,000 fines.
It's a business expense.
Yeah, but Mark Cuban said we've got to get control of our bench. I mean,
well, he has to say that
at a certain point.
You know, he loves the energy, he loves the focus, he loves the intensity. But yeah, he kind of
professional.
He publicly has to say that.
He publicly has to say it.
Yeah.
No, there was still some more stuff that was.
No, keep going. Let's go.
Going on. I love the fact in this series, the Mavs Warriors series, how Luka basically, it didn't take more than 7 minutes into the first quarter, and he already has a huge scratch on his face. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, man. It was like, let's put it this way. It was like right by his nose, all the way back, almost close to his temple.
What happened?
Not entirely sure. Just I think he was going up for a layup and just
got scratched.
Got scratched.
Well,
but no, I love that, how that just showed that this was just going to be a cat fight like the entire time. But yeah, no pun intended.
Scratching and clawing.
But no, that was fun. Apparently, Lil Wayne and Mark Cuban made up.
Oh, they made up?
Yep.
I wanted that. I wanted that to keep going. Yeah. God damn it.
So yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to go any further than what it was.
Boo.
Yep. I think Charles Barkley also though has been stealing the show in this series.
He has. I mean, he's been that whole cast has been stealing the show the entire playoffs.
So basically, he's been getting roasted about whenever he put on Boban's jersey, and he was struggling to put on Boban's jersey.
Oh no, because Boban is a massive human being.
He's huge, but it was a tight fit for Charles Barkley.
Oh man!
And then the other thing was, did you see whenever he came out in Game 3 when he came out on the horseback?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. He came back on Game 3 in the first game in Dallas. He came back on horseback, and they were like,
Boban?
No, Charles Barkley.
Oh, Charles Barkley?
Yeah, everybody was saying how that was the strongest horseback in history.
Oh, yeah.
Horse's back.
Yeah, that's... I would never want to do that in my entire life. Like, I feel bad for the horse.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that horse should race in the Kentucky Derby next year.
I'm surprised, like, PETA hasn't actually, started protesting at these games.
True. Oh, we need to get more protest. That's what I missed. I missed the
protesters.
Yes, I kind of liked them. I just, honestly, I liked seeing the security guards just, like, go ham. Like,
you know what,
like, I understand what they're protesting. That's fine. You could do it. You do whatever. You do you. But it's funny. Like, I'm sorry, if you're going to use Elmer's glue to try and stick your hand to a wooden surface, then, I mean, you deserve to get made fun of.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's stupid.
And while the games aren't being close, we could see the matchup of the protesters versus security guards, which I'm a big fan of.
That's the biggest storyline.
Yes, I've been advocating this from the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
So
we need more of it.
Let me see what else I've got. There's been so much shit talking. I mean, from like whenever Steph going to the bench, the Mavs bench, and telling them good night, after he made one of his threes, and then Luka.
Oh, when he did the the hand motion.
Hand motion, and then
that was a dagger of a three.
That was, and then Luka made a clutch three, and he told the Golden State crowd to quiet down. Like the whole, like if you just observe like the other stuff that's going on besides the actual game, like this has actually been an entertaining series.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start looking at what goes on like in the game, like not necessarily the game. I'm going to the game within the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go Shakespearean on this, like a play within the play. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go game within the game, and I think I might be a little more entertained. I think you've opened my brain hole to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
My brain tube.
Yeah. Well, after well, you know what? Yeah, my prediction hasn't been defeated yet. I said Mavs in 7.
Mavs in 7. Okay.
But after it wasn't really looking good, I had to look for other avenues to get myself entertained. So
gotcha.
I went that way.
I don't blame you.
But I think that finishes it up for my recap on that one.
Okay. That was good. I like the game within the game now.
I will say this though, we have another little stat. This came out this week on the NBA news, but Juwan Howard declined the Lakers job.
I saw that. I mean, here's the thing: nobody wants that fucking Lakers job. I wouldn't want the goddamn Lakers job.
Did you see Kendrick Perkins and what was it? Gosh,
Max Kellerman.
No, Ricky or Richard
Sherman.
No, not Richard Sherman.
Who?
Gosh, he played for the Pistons.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were talking about, so they were doing a segment on, or it was like a halftime show or a pregame show, and they brought up the Lakers job, and both of their reactions. If you haven't seen it, go online and watch it. Their reactions to them bringing up the Lakers coaching job again, they just were like in fits, just like they threw their hands up, like no, like what? Oh, why are we talking about this again?
Nobody wants the fucking job, dude.
Nobody wants the job.
Like it's like all of the scenario, all the aspects of it. Like nobody wants to coach LeBron. Nobody wants to have the pressure of the fucking being the Lakers head coach on their shoulders. Nobody wants to deal with Rob Pelinka. Like it's just all in all, it sucks. You just basically got to hire LeBron James as player coach. That's the only solution they have.
That's the only solution.
That's literally the only solution they have.
They back themselves into a corner. This is what they have to do now.
And they might as well hire him to be the GM too. This is player coach GM, LeBron James.
I would have liked to seen Juwan Howard be the head coach though. Juwan Howard in the NBA.
I think Juwan Howard in the NBA is going to happen.
I
think it's going to be
a lot more slapping going on.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. I think he would be better at, like, he needs a big city, but not like as much pressure as like a Boston Celtics or a fucking Lakers, like maybe a Chicago Bulls,
New York Knicks,
Miami Heat. No, I'm not saying New York Knicks. That's a good one. I'm not saying Eric Spoelstra is going anywhere anytime soon. I'm just throwing out random cities, big cities that he would be good in.
Yep.
Okay, so basically what I'm saying is he's not going to go to a Charlotte or a New Orleans type place. That's not Juwan Howard-esque.
No, but not at all.
Hey, you want to move on to NFL?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's do NFL real quick. Because we've been going for about an hour, no big deal. We're just chugging along, but chugga. Yeah, so I got Dan Snyder is on the hot seat. He might be ousted by the owners. He needs a 24 out of 31 vote to be ousted. I don't think he's gonna get ousted. Here's the thing: if the owners have been pretty good about backing each other. Like, and even though he's in a very, very bad scenario, it's not something that, in my opinion, it's not something that money can't buy. And so, like, if you start seeing like owners start going against each other, then it looks bad. It looks really bad because then, like, I think for each owner, it's just like now they can't work together anymore because it's like who's gonna like put me on the hot seat? Who's gonna be like, oh, we need to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? I think the owners have to, like, they're like they come together.
So you're saying there's collusion going on?
Absolutely.
Among the owners.
Absolutely. What are you talking? Yeah, they run the fucking NFL.
I mean, I'm not saying they
They
don't.
run. They literally. Yeah, you think it's Roger Goodell? No. The owners run the NFL.
We all know Roger Goodell's a puppet.
He's a robot.
He's a puppet.
It's a Goodell bot, like South Park said.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that was funny. I mean, he probably should be ousted.
But the thing is if he wasn't ousted for when all the other news and stuff was coming out, like what makes you think he's going to come out now, or he's going to be ousted now?
I don't think there's a big enough case. But, anyways, one last thing I had, and then we'll go to your stuff. So I saw this. This was a great stat. So Tua Tagovailoa has 1 40-plus yard touchdown pass in his career. 1.
In the NFL?
In the NFL. Guess who has more than him?
Who's that?
OBJ. OBJ has 2 40-plus yard touchdown passes in his career. Is OBJ better than Tua? I think so.
He probably should switch positions then.
Yeah. No, I mean, he won't. he likes them one-arm grabs. But, yeah. No, I just thought that was funny.
He could be one-arm grabbing it the entire time. That's how you throw the ball.
Yeah, that is true.
So
you like throw it to yourself and then throw it.
Yeah.
You catch it and throw it.
He would throw a pass to himself.
Absolutely. I feel like 60% of his plays would be passes off the offensive lineman's helmet to himself.
Well, I would say all of his scrambles would turn into throws into himself.
Yes, correct. He would probably throw it as high as he can and then run under it and catch it.
Yeah.
Is that legal? I don't think it is. No, it has to bounce up. So he's got to throw it off of an offensive lineman's head.
Yeah.
And then, okay. Hey,
well, he's gonna chuck up like Hail Marys in the end zone and then just run and try to catch the deflection.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay, that's how it works. All right, let's go into your points. You had a little more serious points.
Well, maybe not, but this one's a little bit fun. So the match is coming up on June 1st.
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped.
Yeah, all right, I can't wait to talk about that because I think that's just good entertainment.
It's just good fun.
It's just good fun, especially for the off season where you can still talk football without having, through other sports.
Right.
But yeah, Brady and Rodgers versus Mahomes and Josh Allen. That's going to be the match. They started off with a chipping contest, which I thought was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah?
Basically, they had cutouts of their favorite wide receiver. And right where the hand position of their favorite wide receiver was a net. Where they were supposed to chip the balls to. So, what was it?
Oh, no.
Tom Brady actually made a good, funny joke. He had Mike Evans, and he was like, oh, I noticed Rodgers and...
Oh, he should have done Antonio Brown.
He's like, I noticed Rodgers and Mahomes, you don't have your favorite targets, Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams anymore. So he's like, I still have my favorite target, Mike Evans.
Oh, they could have clapped back and said, no, Antonio Brown's off your team, bro.
Yeah, they could have, but I don't know. Tom Brady loves the limelight or the spotlight like that.
Yeah.
And then the other funny thing he said was he was like, Josh Allen, he's like, don't just wait, your time for your wide receiver to say goodbye is gonna be there or before you know it. And Josh Allen's like, no, I love you, and he gave his cutout a hug.
Was it Stephon Diggs?
It was Stephon Diggs.
Oh, do you not think they're gonna be able to keep Stephon? Is that what he was implying?
He was implying that that your favorite wide receiver is
they always leave you.
Yeah.
Oh, so poor guy.
I know.
Whatever.
But
that's kind of funny though.
Yeah. So, but the old farts. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers beat out the young guns, Mahomes and Allen. 7-2. Made 7 balls out of 2 balls. And then moving on, we've got this time of year is the OTAs, which obviously the drama part of it is skipping out on the OTAs.
Yeah, I did want to talk about that. Which ones do you have down?
I got Debo,
I'll go off of you.
Debo and Kyler Murray.
Okay, Debo and Kyler Murray. I mean, is it a red flag that they're not there? Yes. Is it surprising that they're not there? No.
No, it's not surprising. No. I'm a little bit more surprised, honestly, on the Debo because San Fran has no interest in trading him.
No, they're more focused on trading Jimmy Garoppolo. Did you see Kyle Shanahan today? He's basically saying the writing's on the wall. They're trading Jimmy G.
They have to.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're gonna go with Trey Lance, you can't have Jimmy G on the roster.
You got to go full
Lance.
But yeah, no, you're right.
Shooting the trays.
But yeah, so and Debo, they've already stated that I don't think they would even accept a call that was calling in for a trade for him.
Fuck no, they shouldn't. Also, Rodgers didn't show up to OTAs, and everybody's like, "Oh, is that a big deal?" No. Rodgers never goes to OTAs.
No, he never does.
No, and you just signed him for a $150 million extension. Like,
obviously, he has to prepare for the match.
Yeah, duh. He's got priorities, bro, and it's not Green Bay Packers. It never has been, and it never will be. Good Lord, man. I think he just likes making things harder for himself. It's like with the whole wide receiver thing, no offensive line. Like he likes the challenge. He just likes overcoming things. He's like the Michael Jordan. He's
not a big PR guy.
No,
he's not a big PR guy.
He actually, I think he low key loves the spotlight, but pretends and shows that he doesn't. It's one of those things. I think like he likes the attention, but he wants everybody to not think that he likes the attention.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't. That's not alarming. The only one that I thought was alarming was
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, yeah, because like now Arizona's got they've got an unhappy quarterback, and he's showing it.
But I think Kyler just doesn't realize that he actually hasn't proved himself just yet. I mean, yes, he's put up great stats,
yes,
but at the same time,
that's a big problem.
I mean,
a quarterback who thinks he's better than he actually is, or that thinks that he's proven himself enough to be wanted in the NFL, the rest of the NFL.
I think he just needs to focus on being a quarterback and finishing out this year, because like the thing is he still can get paid. There's nothing saying that he can't get paid.
I agree, but he thinks he's better than he actually is, and he thinks he can hold out and kind of big dick the NFL or the Arizona Cardinals like he's trying to do, and I just don't think he's gonna be able to do it. It's a problem, because the next year's draft class is gonna be fucking stacked.
Yeah,
with quarterbacks.
And the thing is like, yeah, and that's the thing. He can't mess that reputation up a little or at all. But
right, because then teams are gonna see that, and they're gonna say, "Oh, you just quit because you were unhappy."
Yeah.
Like, what if you get unhappy here?
Honestly, Dak Prescott was a great example of how like being patient actually can be in your favor quite a bit.
Yes.
He even got hurt. And like honestly, a lot of times they over dramatize the injuries whenever somebody gets hurt like that, like, oh, the future's in doubt and whatnot. No, he still got paid.
Yeah, no, he did.
He still got paid.
Also, I love ragging on Jerry Jones, but I think he's actually like a phenomenal players owner. Like I think he does right by the players. Like, even though they might not be the best decisions, like the Ezekiel Elliott contract. But he does right by the players. He's a good players owner. Like, he's kind of like the Steelers organization almost. He loves the players. The Dallas Cowboys are his baby, and he pays them. And sometimes it's not a great plan, but he does it, and I respect it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Dak Prescott is a good point. He waited, and he was patient. It was good. What else you got?
I guess the last thing that I've got right here is so Sam Darnold came out with a press conference, and this was quite hysterical.
Please tell.
Quote unquote, as long as I know what we're doing, what the defense is doing, I'm confident I can be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
As long as I know what...
End quote.
As long as I know what I'm doing?
As long as I know what we're doing, I'm assuming the offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming too.
What the defense is doing, I'm confident I can be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Okay. Why wouldn't you know what your offense is doing?
I mean, the fact is like what we're doing. Like that's your job that's honestly your job as a quarterback.
As a quarterback, you're supposed to know what the fuck you're doing.
You're supposed to know that.
Yeah, I thought that was a given.
Also, you need to know what the defense is doing, because obviously that's where
you can't read defenses, you can't play quarterback in the NFL.
I don't know where he's coming from on this. I honestly don't know.
This was like a Jameis Winston the deer in the headlights.
Honestly, I felt like he just read off the job description from Indeed of his position. Like
he pulled up ZipRecruiter and was like NFL quarterback qualifiers, and it said, "Oh, you got to know what the fuck we're doing on offense, and you got to be able to read the defense." Good job, bud.
Okay, I can be the best quarterback in the NFL. No shit, Sherlock. That's what everybody's trying to do.
Yeah, goddamn. Like, all you got to do is, oh, wow. It's real easy. Yeah, he literally copied and pasted that from ZipRecruiter or Indeed.com.
I was like, wow. I couldn't believe the man said that.
That's amazing.
Like, no shit. I could say that. Like, if I knew what the defense was doing, and if I knew what we were doing, I could be the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you want to know? Speaking of Jameis Winston, guess who got their college degree?
Well, Jameis Winston did. But who else?
No. Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
You know what? You know what that means? Jameis Winston got his college degree before Steph Curry.
He's smarter than Steph Curry.
Jameis Winston is smarter than Steph Curry.
You know what?
Can you believe that?
That's an excellent point, because the argument against that is like, oh no, they got it on the same graduating class, but no. Whenever you're a twin, whoever is born first is the firstborn.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though they might have been born on the same day,
whoever's born first is the firstborn.
It is the firstborn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Even though you're twins, you were born on the same day. Whoever came out first
was firstborn.
Firstborn.
What does that have to do with Steph Curry?
Same thing. Even if they're in the same graduating class.
Oh, whoever graduated first. Okay. I see. You lost me there for a second. Yeah. And you got me.
My analogy was very very in depth.
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh man, it took me a while. All right, so wait, you got a Tyreek Hill quote from Tua, or about Tua, that I really want you to say to send us off.
Yeah, let's finish it off with a Tyreek Hill quote. So Tyreek Hill has obviously been defending his quarterback, almost like very like
over the top,
and just like way harping it. Like it's just where it's like we get it, get it, bro. But the latest one was Tua throws a pretty ball.
What is that? What the fuck does that mean? Is it a tight spiral? Is it like is it a zip? Is it like a loft?
Why would anything in football want to be pretty?
Yeah, no. It's if anything, you want to be fucking gruesome. You want to be fucking like this giant fucking monster, like Ray Lewis.
I want to see black and blue like all over your body.
Yeah, dude. You don't want to fucking be pretty.
Yeah, a pretty ball.
He doesn't throw a pretty ball. That's the thing. He just and it fucking looks weird coming out of his left arm. It's not a pretty ball at all. It's a weird looking, ugly I don't know, weird stepson, autistic stepson. Yeah. Like it's not a pretty ball at all.
Again, it's just one of those situations where it's just like you know what, like hey, whenever he sent that retaliation video, he was like, hey, look, check out all the throws, and we're like, oh, okay, we get it. We'll just wait for the season. He's like, but now he keeps continuing it on, and he's like, no, check this out, and it's like, bro.
Okay, man, when you're going over the top like that, then
he's got a pretty ball.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Shit.
But we didn't check out his balls.
Yeah. Nobody was looking at his balls except for you, bro. Good Lord. All right. You got anything else?
I think that's about it.
All right. We will be back next week. Looking forward to it. Love y'all.
Later.